Have you ever considered a world without rocks? For me, that seems impossible because rocks are essential for all life systems on Earth to exist. When rocks break down, they form one of the essential elements for life, soil. And without soil, we wouldn't have plants or animals or even us.
Can you imagine a world without rocks? If there was a world without rocks, for me it would be, first of all, very sad because rocks bring me joy. It's what I love doing. Also, there would be a lot of things I couldn't do. So, for example, I couldn't use my phone because we have minerals inside of our phone. I couldn't watch TV. I couldn't wear makeup because we actually use minerals for makeup. I couldn't protect my skin against the sun because sunscreens have minerals as well. I couldn't drive on a road since we need rocks to build roads. I couldn't live on a house, or at least a hard house. I could live on a wooden house, but not the kind of houses we have now. I couldn't wear some clothes because some clothes are also done with minerals. I couldn't come to work because I wouldn't have any collections to look after. And I couldn't teach children about my favorite things, which are rocks.
Hi, I'm Laura. I'm an archaeologist here at the University of Manchester, and I learn about the past through making it. So I use craft to try and understand how people lived in the past and how they interacted with the world around them. A world without rocks for me would be not a world worth living in, I think. For one, I wouldn't have a job. A lot of what I do is rooted in rocks and the world around us. And also a lot of what I love is to do with rocks as well. Being outside is where I spend most of my time, and if there wasn't rocks, then it wouldn't really be worth being outside. In fact, actually, I found earlier I have a rock in my pocket right now. So it's always good to have your emotional support rock, and I think without them, it would be a much, much sadder place to live.
Hello, my name is Phil Manning, and I'm Professor of Natural History here at the University of Manchester. Now, a world without rocks is difficult for me to even think of because it provides me with the very substrate which I find dinosaurs in, and that's pretty important when you're a paleontologist. But rocks themselves are from another world, literally. Because when you look at how our planet formed 4.5 billion years ago, it formed of the rocky debris that came together to form our planet. So when I think of rocks, I think of stars, because really, the whole planet, including you and me, and even the dinosaurs, are made of stardust.
My name is Ashley, and I'm the Senior Education Officer at the Geological Society. What would a world without rocks mean to me? Well, that's a really great question, because the first thing that comes to mind is that if there were no rocks, there would be no earth. There would be no soil, which means there would be no plants, which means there would be no food. Rocks are essential for our buildings and infrastructure. Rocks make up stone, metal, cement, glass, all the materials we need to build our roads, bridges, and our homes. If I think about where I live in Brighton, in the south of England, which is on the coast. We are really famous for our pebble beaches. I love going to the beach, and in the summer I go at least once a week. If there were no rocks, I would not be able to hang out and enjoy the wonderful weather and sit along the shore. Spending time in beautiful natural landscapes like the beach is great for your mental health.
In my hand, I'm holding a piece of coal, and we know coal as a fossil fuel because it was formed from fossilised plants 380 million years ago. It's been vital for human survival, powering all things from simple fires to fueling the Industrial Revolution. And this is why rocks are so important. They've shaped our world and our lives in ways that we can't even imagine. The theme for this year's Great Science Share for Schools is Globally Curious. You've been exploring where rocks are in your local environment, so what do you think? What would it be like to live in a world without rocks? Discuss your ideas with those around you and see what you come up with. When you finish, don't forget to share your ideas as part of the Great Science Share for Schools. I'd love to know what you think about what the world would be like without rocks.